entirely, we'll be moving into something new, something entirely very, very new. And we'll be working on CSS responsiveness. And what is responsiveness? Responsiveness is basically talking about, okay, I think we'll talk about it when we get there. But we'll work on CSS responsiveness. So now let us start working on this project. You know, I said something last week that before you start working on any project, the first thing that you need to do is to first have a visualization of what you want to work on, right? So looking at this now, this is just a landing page. You call it landing page. Landing page is just a one-page project that's probably not leading to any other page. It's just one page. Now, it's just a landing page. And what's the landing page? The landing page has three major sections. Some people will say two, some people will say three. But let me even ask us, how many sections do you think it has? Let me ask everybody here. Mr. David, looking at the design that is in front of you, how many parent sections do they have? More than three. Can you name the three? Or can you name the 4 or 5? Say it's more than 3. Can you name them? Again, I need to listen to the question. How many parent sections do we have? Yeah, sections do we have on this full page? Okay. Again, how many parent sections? Those texts, yes, there are sections, but they are inside one particular parent section. How many parent sections do we have here? I already given you all the expo that I'm going to give. How many parent sections? One, have we? Miss Ugochi. Okay. Miss Ugochi. How many parent sections? Don't use my own. Let me reduce it. Maybe that's why. So I think it is well positioned now. How many parent sections do you think we have here?
I said two or 3 points. That up is separate. Then this down part might be right. So you can pick parent section and section if I need make a section. Yeah.
And to like understand, is it that this one and this one are the same thing? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Or this one is just this now isn't on its own? Okay.
Then I'm thinking of this down one.
This green one that is here.
Is a parent.
You are saying that this one is also a parent here. Everything here, I think in one div.
Yes. Then this downside, they're all together.
So that means you have how many like that? 3. Okay. All right. 3 or 2. Is it 3 or 2? Okay. 3, have you? Miss Favor said 3. Okay. Mr. David, 3. 3, have you? Okay. So, all right. Now, I said something earlier. I said it can be 3 or it can be 2. So why am I saying it can be 3 and why am I saying it can be 2? It can be 3 because Mr. John, are you here? It can be 3 because let's look at this place. This is what, like you said, the Nava. That's 1, 2. The 2 is everything in this green part plus the image and the text. That's 2. Then everything in the about. That's 3. Now it can be 2 in the sense that this Nava and this one can be joined together. Now it's going to sound confusing, but they can all be together. What am I saying? You can just call this nav and this place the head, but that's not ideal. Best thing to do is just separate them, make sure that they're in their own separate. So now that means in the full body, how many parents are you gonna have? 3. First is going to be the nav, second is going to be the header, and the third is going to be for the about me. So how are you going to do this? Okay, let me close that. I have to close this one. How are you going to do this? I'm just going to go ahead and open up a new window, a new folder rather. Open up a new folder for this project. So after opening up a new folder for the project, like create all of this folder, all of this sections. So let's open folder. I'm going to store it in my desktop and I'm going to call it a landing page. Okay. Let me store it in tech edu classes. Yeah, so let's store it in landing page. Call it landing page. I'm going to select the folder. All right. So now, since we have access to this folder, it's a landing page. It's going to be only one page. So I'm going to call this index.html. We'll give this index.html. And also we're going to have style.css, right? Because those are the 2 things I'm going to be working with. So you can just leave your HTML, your JavaScript for now, because we'll be working on JavaScript here. So all right, so index.html, your style.css. So again, your normal shortcut just to have all of this. Are we all here now? Have we been able to open this? Okay, let me wait for everybody. Yeah, no, there's it. I'll do that. I'm just waiting for my extensions to load up. Okay, so now, are you done now? Are we all here now? Can I continue? All right, good. Now, so now, if you look at this design here, I said this design has 2 has 3 sections, right? First section is what the nav, second section is the header, and the third is going to be the about. You understand it now? So how are we going to do that? In the full body, we're going to have what? Nav. You know, I said we have how many sections? 3 sections, right? So we're going to have nav. Okay, I think my extensions are still loading up. So let me just write them manually. So we're going to have nav. Then we're not going to have header, which is the second one, right? Header. Then the third one, we're going to have what? An about section. You understand? I can just say section, right? With a class of what? About. You see? Yeah, you can see them in a section with a class of what's the name? Okay, you know what? I think it's working now. Good. That area you can see it section with a class of just like you should specify that it's a header. So now you have 3 separate parent tags. Okay, I have a question. Like a class, I can just use any class. Wait, what exactly are you naming?
I can use the I want to each
Okay.
component to those things.
So now in HTML, we have something we call division tags, right? Now, under division tags, I call them division tags. And why do I call them division tags? Because they help you with what? Sectioning. Are you here? So they help you with sectioning, like putting things in sections, right? And under these tags, you have div, you have section, right? You have main, you have nav, you have a lot of them. Do you understand? There are more, you can check them out. Now, div tags is the most commonly, like is a very, very common tag, because what you use div tags to use was putting other elements inside of it so that you can have a section, a parent section. Now I told you that one thing about HTML is what? Sectioning and structuring. Div tags will help you do this. Now, the same thing with section, the same thing with main, the same thing with nav. But the difference between div tags and these three is that there's something we call semantic tags. Semantic tags will give meaning to certain tags or certain elements. Now, when you hear section, you understand, okay, this is talking about a particular section. When you talk about main, you're talking about, okay, this is the main content of the page. When you talk about nav, you know, okay, this is the navigation. So that's what semantic tags are. So this particular section, main and nav, and now like the section tags are now have like meaning, semantic meanings. You understand it now? So that's why I'm using section nav. So I can still decide to use div here, and give it a class name of nav, header, and about, and it's still going to work. You understand? So what am I saying? I can decide to use three div tags here, div, right? I can give it a class of what? So let's say class of nav, right? I can use a class of header, right? And I can also give this a class of about, not main. Oh God. Okay, let's just say class of what? About. You understand? So it works. But instead of using div tags, now again, semantic tags are the best for accessibility. When you start working on bigger projects, you understand why semantic tags are very important for easy accessibility. So instead of using this, all I have to do is I cannot say, I'll give it a nav tag, because nav is a semantic tag. You cannot just use anything, you have to use semantic tags. So nav is a semantic tag. Now, I cannot go ahead and still use header. Header is also a what? Semantic tag, because header actually means something. Then I cannot go ahead and say section, and I can give this section a class of what? About, or main, or whatever. You can give it any class name. The class names are not really important, but just make sure that they mean something. You understand now? So that is why I'm using all of these things. Is it clear to you now? Very good. So now we have a nav. So now, in that nav bar, you also need to check it out. What is the major structure in this nav bar that you are saying? What can you see here? Okay. So we have anchor tag, that's the links and the button. So that means how many elements do you have in the nav? 3. You understand? So the logo, the links, and then the button. So you go ahead. So I can have my logo, I can have my links and buttons. So watch how I'm going to do this. I can say dot logo. So this is going to give you, this is something as a div. Okay, no, let me just go ahead and give you something different. So I can say div, right? And this div is going to have a class name of what? Logo. Do you understand? Because that's the first. Now see, I'm using div tags. You have a question?
I don't know what happened to me. I created the folder, but no.
See. Okay, landing page. That's because you guys showing file.
Yeah.
That's because you clicked on open file, not open folder. So file, see, it's also a public. Click on open folder. Then landing page, select folder. It's working now. You selected the landing page. Just delete this. Now, your index of HTML data service. Okay. Now, let me do this again. In a nav, right, you're going to have a logo, right, in this nav. I said the nav is going to have how many elements? 3. Logo, links, buttons, right? Now, to add your logo, how do you get your logo? You can use a div tag to put your logo, to put your logo in a section. So I cannot give this a class of what? Logo. Similarly, your links, I can have my links in a div, right? With a class name of what? Links, right? And I can have it there. Then also the third one is your button, right? I can also have it in a div tag, and I can say what? Class name of buttons. Now, why didn't I just put button here instead? I'll tell you why. When I just write button, it's button now. Why did I not just write button there? I did not just write button there because if you look at this button, it has 2 elements inside of it, not 1, 2. First is what? A download icon. Second is what? A text. So it is not just a button, it's actually like an element that has 2 separate elements. So that's still a div section.
More like there was an assignment to us that had this code.
Exactly, you understand? Something like that. So you cannot have what? A button and then an icon and then the text. Okay, you have a question? Icon. Okay, good. That's the next thing I want to talk about. So now, how then, Mr. Davis' question, how do we get all of these things? Now, to get it, this is not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be bigger than this. Why is it small? Something is happening. Coming. So my size distance is very, very small. I do not know why it is this small. Okay, so I think I can still see it. I'm struggling to see it, but it's giving me, I'll just manage. I don't know. I don't understand how I got this small. But okay, let's continue. So now, looking at it, right, we need to get this first element. Now, how do we get this element? You are going to have to hover on it. Not just hover, click on it to make sure that the only selected element is that element you want to export. Now, as you can see, the only selected element is the what? Is this. Okay, can I see what you have? Okay, good. So if it is small, just do Control plus so you get to the desired thing. Or in case that doesn't work, on this right here, can you see this place that shows probably 50 something percent or 100%, 21%? Click on it, then you should see zoom to 100%. Now click on zoom to 100%. So can you see it now? So it is now well. And again, you have to be very careful when dragging in what's the name? In someone has dragged it. Someone has dragged it. So you have to be very, very careful when dragging because you don't end up dragging something that you're not supposed to drag. So let me just try to undo some of the things here. All right, so it's fine. Let's continue. So now, you see? Yeah, the problem is that if you drag something you're not supposed to drag, you will have problems. So I think somebody dragged this. I'm trying to fit it back. Okay, I think it's okay for now. All right, so that is that about that. So try not to drag anything. If you want to just move up, just scroll by the sides. Do not scroll on top of it. So as you don't scroll up, just scroll by the sides like this. Don't scroll on top of the design. All right, moving on. Again, what exactly are we trying to do? I want everybody to watch this. If I want to select this logo at the top here, have you been able to increase yours now? Eh? If it's excessive, still reduce it. If it's 100%, reduce it to like 50. 50 is too big. Your 50 is too big, too small. It's too big. Then maybe it should be your browser's this thing. That's your 50. Try doing control and minus together. Is it good now? Okay, good. So you can you manage the one you have now? All right, good. So now let's say you want to like export this HNM. Is it HNM? How exactly are you going to export it? Again, you have to click on it till the only selected element is that HNM logo. You see now, it's now the only one that I selected. You understand? Click on the logo till it is the only thing selected. Now, once you've done that, it should not be it should be selected like this. Please let me know if you've done that. Good. Now that means the only thing selected now is that logo. Now come to the left here. You should be able to see, sorry, to the right. You will see preview under. Scroll down in case your own is no. So scroll down to the last part. Can you see preview? Can you see preview here? Click on preview. Now can you see that it's showing like a particular, because it's this PNG, of course, there's going to be a background, but it should be showing like something like this down here. Good. Now, can you see export, remove, blah, 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 preview one? Now, good, that's what you are going to export. So click on it and export it. So once you click on it, it's going to download. And then you're going to have something like this. Is that what you have? You're going to have a zipped folder. Is that what everybody has? Good. If that is what you have, go ahead and export and try and so come to your downloads. So if you come to your downloads, can you see portfolio, website, template, community, blah, blah, blah. Once you click on it, right click. No, not VS Code yet. On your file explorer. Yes, right click. Now sometimes that it downloads the image automatically. There are sometimes that it downloads the image in a zipped folder. You understand? So you have to first of all unzip the folder. So to unzip it, can you see extract all after right clicking? So click on extract all. So you should see all of this and just click on extract once and for all. So after clicking on extract, it's going to open up this for you. Can you see it now? So you should have view 1 and view 1 at 2x. So what do you have? Have you done it? After extracting, what do you have? View 1 and view 1 at 2x, have you? Good. Now the difference is that your 2x is times 2 of this one. So it's bigger. So you are not using 2x, you're using the view, does this one. The first one is what I'm using. Have you been able to extract? Okay, let me show you again. Right click on that stuff that you downloaded. So once you right click, you show you, can you see extract all? What can you see? You're not seeing anything. So first of all, before you right click on it, don't double click, or just click on it first. No, there's right click here. Press the right side of your mouse, of your touchpad. Good. Can you see extract all now? Can you bring it? Or try using a mouse. Probably when you're try using mouse instead. Can you bring it? Oh, that's the problem. You should open File Explorer instead. Let's download. And hence, so you right click. So extract. So now extract. This one with one. Have you done the same thing? I think there's a message for me on the chat. Okay, thank you. Those online, is there a question? Mr. Emmanuel, please go ahead. Mr. Emmanuel, you have a question? Sorry? No, it's currently here. It's just I don't think it's here, so just go ahead and okay. Please explain how to download. Okay, I will send the link again, Miss Favor, so you can use it. So I've sent it to you again, Miss Favor. So click on it. Since you've logged in, just click on it again. So for you to download it, Mr. Shegun, I will explain it again. As I said, for you to be able to download any file or any image or any asset, one thing that you need to do is, first of all, click on the file that you want to download. Click on it and make sure you say it is selected, right? Now, after doing that, come to the right hand side here and scroll down. So once you scroll down, you should see preview. That's after you've selected it. Make sure that the only thing that it is only the only one selected. Can you see it? The only thing selected now is this one. So now scroll down. After selecting it, scroll down on the right side of your design, and then you see preview. Now click on the preview to be very sure. That's what your preview is, to be sure that you've selected this thing. Then click on export. You understand? So after doing that, it should download a zipped file for you. So after it has downloaded a zipped file, I think someone is making this place small. Is this place small on your own end?
Yes.
This place, Abby?
Yes.
Probably someone is making it small. It's not from. Because it just got small again. I don't understand. I don't see anything. I'm going to go my glasses. I don't see anything. All right. So, okay. Okay. So, I'm going to explain it again. If you want to export, let's say you want to export this logo that is here, click on it and make sure that the only thing that is showing that you can that you've selected is what? Is this logo. You understand? So now, as you can see, it's the only thing that is selected. Once you've done that, you should see preview. This is this preview here. If you select anything, it will show preview. Anything that has an image, it will show preview. Once you've seen this preview, click on the preview to be sure that what you actually selected is that logo. That's what this preview is all about. Now then, try and export it. So once you've clicked on export, right? Once you've downloaded this, it should download a zip file for you. Now, after downloading that zip file, what you need to do is go to where you've downloaded it, right click on the zip file and extract all. So once you've clicked on extract all and you go ahead to extract, right, then you're gonna have something like this that says H remove BG preview 1, then also the 2x own. What you need is actually this 1 and not this 2x. This 2x is not important. Why? Because it's like the ×2 size of the normal one, so it's not important. So just do away with it. I hope everybody understands this now. Is it clear to us? That's what I'm saying. It is showing frame.png because you are not downloading the full file. Again, click outside of this place, then click on this HNG that is here. Make sure that click on it. Now, as you can see, it's the full frame. This export that is here, don't export it yet. Make sure that it is showing you this. You understand? If you go ahead and click further again, it is not going to what? It's going to bring in frame. So I'm going to show you now. So what if you click on this frame now, what exactly you are trying to export is this frame. So if I export now, you see frame.png. It's not the frame.png that you want to do. Is what you need to export is this logo that is here. And show you export H remove BG dash preview. Please try it out again and let me know what you see. Let me pause the recording here.